if you needed extra incentive to just stay inside today, look at me. I hope you got all your preparations done in Tampa, up and down the west coast of Florida before it started raining. Yesterday, actually, not a terrible day here, but this is kind of what we're going to be dealing with today. You see the heavy rain coming down. This is kind of the beginning of another one of those heavier rain bands that's going to move through and bring us those gusty winds. The last rain band that we had move through about an hour ago, St. Pete is just across the bay from us, and they actually reported a 54 mile per hour wind gust there in St. Pete. So we're seeing those winds gusting up to tropical storm force. Obviously, the heavy rain is coming down. That's going to create some flooding issues. The forecast here in Tampa around this region, 6 to 12 inches and locally higher amounts. And you can see why here. I mean, just look at this. When you've got this rain coming down at this type of rate, that is going to cause some flooding for sure. So we have the concern for rainfall flooding, but I also want to talk to you about our possibility for storm surge flooding. So you can see the Tampa Bay right behind me here, and I want you to take a look at that wall, Rodney. I think we can see kind of that seawall that we have going on right there. Now the forecast is for up to around 4 feet of storm surge here possible. And if we get that, if that verifies, that will obviously be right at the top of that seawall. So that's going to cause some flooding for this area. Popular restaurant here in Tampa Bay. You know, no stranger to the water getting high. The general manager did tell us that, you know, during a king tide, the water can come all the way up this beach. So we do see some flooding here, but what you don't want to start to see are maybe these tiki huts getting damaged or things like that. Those flood-prone places that you know flood pretty easily, we're going to start to see that with this rain, with the possibility of river flooding. And then, of course, as we approach high tide with that onshore flow, guys, we are going to have hours of onshore flow. In fact, if you look at the storm surge watch that's issued for Tampa Bay, the concern is through early Tuesday because the concern lasts as long as that onshore flow is going to last. So we're going to take the storm surge risk, the rain risk. I mean, look at it, guys. You can see just how hard it is raining here. All of that's going to come together to create some flooding issues. Just stay in. You don't want to be out and about in this. And, of course, as we get into the nighttime hours, it's going to get worse. And that's when it becomes more dangerous. That's when you might not be able to tell how badly flooded the road is. So people just need to stay in. We're already starting to see some of this water ponding from this rainfall that we're seeing here, and we are going to see more of that. So just be vigilant, be safe, and stick with the Weather Channel for the latest because, guys, as you can see, like I said at the beginning of my shot, if you were wondering whether you should go out and do anything today, look at me. I should be your incentive to just stay inside and not have to deal with this.